Excellency Professor Riyad Hamzah, President of the University of Bahrain, Excellency Professor Mansur Ali, President of Ahlia University, Excellency Professor Abdullah Al-Hawaj, Managing Director of Ahlia University, Honorable Mrs. Mandy Mok, CEO of QS Asia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Innalhamdulillah. Nahmadu wa nasta'inu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiyalah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. It is an honor and great pleasure for me to be able to stand here today and attend the closing ceremony for the QS Maple 2018 Higher Education Conference and Exhibition. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Arif Satria and currently serve as the Rector of Bogor Agricultural University, Indonesia. At this very good moment, allow me to share my perspective and my view on how universities or higher education institutions overcome challenges and develop best strategies in this disruption era. There are 4 challenges that the world faces in order to survive well in the global environment. The first is changing economic landscape. Secondly, technological advancement. Thirdly, challenge to sustainability. And fourthly, global interdependence. Such challenges have driven social transformation, such as speed and scale of change, cultural diversity, social media, social inclusiveness, and also new moral dilemma. Inevitably, the social transformation has changed public expectation on the role of education institution as the one who contribute to the quality of future human resources of the nation. As a consequence of globalization and economic structural change, countries are required to conduct technological advancement and to develop knowledgeable and professional human resources. Globalization requires uniform standards, complete infrastructure, qualified human resources, advanced research output, and modern managed institutions, and here university play an important role. According to UNESCO, universities' response on the changing world has to be guarded by 3 points: relevancy, quality, and internationalization. And Bogor Agricultural University, Indonesia, as a leading agricultural university, is expected to be able to provide comprehensive and actual, up-to-date or modern agricultural education, and to be a catalyst for national development. In order to fulfill this expectation, the universities need to undergo institutional transformation based on educational, scientific, and economic needs that is in line with what is called in Indonesia Tri Dharma, or 3 duties of universities, which consists of education, research, and community service. During recent decades, higher education institutions have transformed. With the current trends, the university have to develop a single, multi, inter, and transdisciplines of curriculum that is able to provide creativity, innovation, and awareness to fit with the era of the University 4.0. The implication of research and community service is that university has to set long-term goals and to develop synergic triple helix cooperation, government, industry, and community. Currently, we are dealing with the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0. This stage has started in the beginning of the 21st century, characterized by the development of artificial intelligence, robotic development, information technology and management system, biotechnology, and big data. This development resulted in disruption of industries in many countries, while promising transformation in production and governance system. This industrial phase 4.0 is currently underway, marked by smart automation, with the most devastating impact, not only creating civilization, but also optimizing what already exists and connecting ones in each other. In addition, it can cause disruption in work exponentially. Currently, we are in the era of so-called IoT, or Internet of Things. IoT is a technology to connect all the devices around us with the Internet. In the era of Industry 4.0, information of technological developments increasingly powerful and sophisticated. This will be perceived benefits for many people, while for others can be also detrimental. One is the ability of technology in data storage that begins with a very large form for large storage as well, but in the present era only requires a small form, but has capacity to storage large data. According to the global human capital trends, technological development occurs exponentially and extensively, impacting business productivity faster. Current technology affects the development of individual, business, and public policy behavior. This disruption era will greatly disrupt the pre-existing business. In this case, with the social media and online business will have an impact on other business activities that do not adapt and innovate. Today, 12.5% of employment in Indonesia has lost due to automation. At the same time, in America also suffer 55.9% loss in agricultural employment, where the economic phase to be lost within the next 10 until 30 years in its accounting profession, teller, customer service, insurance marketing, financial service, and so on. As with industries, universities need also new breakthroughs in innovation. The role of universities in dealing with turbulence in this disruption era, among others, is able to adapt to the development of the existing era through modification and adoption of curriculum based on current and future needs. Universities shall be able to innovate in teaching system, implementation of research results, and community service. Now I'm talking about trend higher education in Indonesia. One think tank institutions predicted that developing country market will dominate the top 10 world economies by 2050. Currently, Indonesia is member of G20, group of 20 countries in the world that are having the biggest GDP, and projected that the country's rank is rated according to E7 economies by 2050. Besides the optimistic projection of the Indonesia's economy, the country is dealing with some problems to strengthen higher education institutions. Indonesia covers a wide range of higher education institutions in terms of size and quality, with a total number of 5,300, of which only 8.5% are public universities. According to Indonesian constitution, the country devotes 20% of government expenditure to education. In addition to the 18 trillion rupiah from Indonesia Endowment Fund for Education, and as a result, in 2016, LPDP is Indonesia Endowment Fund for Education provided scholarship for around 5,000 students to pursue master degree and medical doctor specialists and PhD degrees, as well as overseas. Through the National Education Strategy Plan, the government of Indonesia encouraged and facilitated internationalization of higher education in order to enhance the nation's competitiveness by improving the quality of individual higher education institutions and widening the international academic network and cooperation. The policy was further strengthened through strategic plan of Ministry of Research, Technology and Higher Education, which contributes to the enhancement of the 5th and 12th pillars of competitiveness according to World Economic Forum, which are closely related with the quality of higher education institution. The strategy for improving the quality of higher education in the National Midterm Development Plan 2015-2019 include increasing the quality of faculty and researchers through a graduate program, increasing research budget and implementing an incentive system to support innovative research, improving the national higher education institution accreditation support system. And then the policy direction include increasing educated and skillful human resources, increasing the number of higher education institutions and R&D institutions, increasing higher education and R&D resource competitiveness, increasing R&D productivity, and the last one, increasing innovation. In response to the challenge of Industry 4.0, the Ministry of Research, Technology and Higher Education has set up a policy to encourage higher education institutions in Indonesia to implement new paradigm of the duties of higher education, which to be more adaptive and progressive with the rapid change, reorientation of curriculum to include new literacy, leadership, and entrepreneurial skill development, hybrid blended learning through online course with special grant and technical support. Ladies and gentlemen, Bogor Agricultural University is located in a beautiful city of Bogor, the city where three important icons are located: Bogor Presidential Palace, Bogor Botanical Garden, and Bogor Agricultural University, one of the oldest and the biggest university in Indonesia. The history of Bogor Agricultural University was begun in the year of 1920 since the foundation of Middelbaar Landbouw School Potenzorg under Dutch administration. In 1941, This school was become a part of University of Indonesia as Faculty of Agriculture in Bogor. In 1963, Bogor Agricultural University was established, separated from the University of Indonesia, and Bogor Agricultural University was grounded on the thought of Indonesia's founding fathers that agriculture and agricultural university have a very important role in creating a just and prosperous nation, and that it is important to achieve food sovereignty. Since 2016 to present, Bogor Agricultural University has been listed as top 100 universities QS World University ranking by subject agriculture and forestry. In addition, my university holds also a very strong position in the subject of veterinary medicine as well as environmental science. Besides making all effort to increase the quality of achieving better university ranking, Bogor Agricultural University is also preparing academia and curricula fit to the University 4.0 and disruption era, which also include Agriculture 4.0. In this era, it is very necessary for the university graduates to have 10 best skills to face the year 2020 that cannot be replaced by automation. There are complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation, and the last skill is cognitive flexibility. Facing the disruption era, the student has to have capability using analysis to make decision and implementation solutions. How to cope increasing complexity of business in the coming years will mean more and more employers will be looking for critical thinking abilities. With the existence of critical thinking, then we will always exist with the great creativity. As an example, my university offers special path of new enrollment for junior high school student leaders. This proposed to attract more prospective students who have leadership genes with excellent academic background. In this era of disruption, a strong collaboration between education worlds on campus is required to establish strong coordination in order to be able to overcome the problem in this disruption era. Therefore, it is necessary for my university to form as many as future leaders that have strong leadership capability, consist of empower and inspire. There is a proverbial that good teacher explaining, great teacher inspiring. A good leader is a leader who is inspiring. A good leader is also a trusted leader to carry out his vision. A leader has to know the way, show the way, and go through the way. Leaders should be able to empower people, inspire people, lead change, and share vision. Leader must have the strength to foresee the future, challenge the process, be a pioneer, be enthusiastic, inspire others, help others to act, not always a consensus for all, but build coalition. In this disruption era, the era of no excuse. If your university does not innovate, others will do. If your university does not disrupt, others will do. Thus, university has also to evaluate existing curricula that will answer the challenge ahead. Do not be afraid of the past, because the past will destroy what we are doing now. We need a powerful disruptive intelligence. To support this, all needs a relationship between leadership and managerial skills become an option in today's era, because now we require leader and manager, not leader or manager. Bogor Agricultural University philosophy, searching and serving the best, is then adopted in the university vision for 2045, becoming a leading techno-socio-entrepreneurial university by strengthening nation's dignity through excellent higher education at the global level in tropical agriculture, marine, and biosciences. As mentioned earlier, education plays a very crucial part in the future nation building. This is a long-term investment. In order to respond to public expectation, the education of learning process with 21st century skills needed by the global world, Bogor Agricultural University prioritized on the strengthening of curricula that is relevant with an adaptive and visionary programs. In relation with the implementation of Indonesian qualification framework, course content enrichment, research focus and reinforcement, science technology art development, and 3 duties of university are referred to answer the challenge of disruption era. In order to bridge education, research, and community service, Bogor Agricultural University had become to an idea to establish an activity called IBB Goes to Field, or IGTF. In the IGTF, students and lecturers go to the field to see and give solution of problem faced by the community. Since 2016, this program has elevated into a service learning program that has become an excellent example of long-lasting collaboration between Indonesia and foreign universities, particularly Japan and Malaysia, that provide opportunities for participating students to increase their soft and hard skill and to understand the important balancing local and global concern. SLP or Service Learning Program also bridging cultural exchange and strengthen friendship between Indonesia and foreign students, even after the program finished. New SLP program between IB and some ASEAN universities were established recently, taking SLP as the model. Finally, I would like to highlight that in the disruption era, University 4.0 has to apply a new paradigm of the three duties of higher education, namely education, research, and community through. The first is curriculum reorientation by focusing on the new literacy, big data, coding, artificial intelligence, and humanities. Extracurricular for leadership, training, and teamwork, as well as entrepreneurship and internship as compulsory. Secondly, developing hybrid and blended learning as well as online learning. Third, providing grant and technical support for curriculum reorientation. Linking science and market is also developed through the establishment of IBB Science and Techno Park and outlets to sell the product of innovation. In line with our vision to be Techno-Social Entrepreneur University, in this opportunity, I'd like to propose to the university rankers to include indicators that can figure out the advancement of the university in linking with the society, in addition to teaching and research quality. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to acknowledge and thanks to the QS Maple 2018 committees who has organized these activities. And in terms of higher education issues, together we have great challenges ahead, but at the same time, also many great opportunities. By working hand in hand, we will meet the challenge and build a better and brighter future together. I do hope that my sharing today can be beneficial for all of you. We learn by experience, just like our motto, keep trying, searching and serving the best. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.